Hi friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be watching season 1, episode 5 of Angel, and the episode title, I think, is Room with a View. That's kind of what it sounds like, but the reality is that it's just a bunch of random letters, if I'm being honest. I was talking about how all the Angel titles seemed a little bit predictable just because they were all in the same sort of vibe of just Angel being really sad over Buffy, and that's just kind of like all the titles were just so nostalgic and about that. And then now they're like, no, let's throw like a really confusing title for you, and that's not what I asked for, but okay. I don't think I have any major predictions. I think we should just go into watching, but I'm definitely curious to see the reasoning behind the title. I guess that's like my main concern. So yeah, let's head into the episode and see what this is all about. Thank you all so much for watching with me, and I hope you have fun.
Machine got it.
That's so cute.
Hey, Cordy, it's Aura.
You don't want to talk to her?
Not just yet. She's just gonna ask me about where I'm living and how the acting's going, and I'm just not up for leading the parade of pain. I'll do it when things are better.
Well, I don't know if I can help with the acting.
Tell me stuff
What stuff?
about Cordelia.
Well, I know she can't type or file. Till today, I had some hope regarding the phone. He's one of Cordelia's group. People called them the Cordettes. Bunch of girls from wealthy families. They ruled the high school, decided what was in, who was popular. Just like the Soviet secret police if they cared a lot about shoes.
Oh, that's so funny.
She was the richest one of all, because the way she talks sounds like she had servants made of solid gold or something.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, of course.
I just want to hug her. This is not okay.
Hi.
Oh,
this
there's
is
more than
Cordelia
one.
Chase from apartment 4B. I thought you were gonna have the exterminator in here today. Well, if he had, don't you think that would be... Oh my God! Ah!
Oh, yikes.
Doyle.
Hello, Doyle.
Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Who the fuck are you? Why would you scare me like this?
I have your money right over here.
You're not stupid enough to have a gun in there. All right?
Me? No way, man. Look.
I'm just gonna have to stay here until I find a decent place, however long that takes. And when I do, you're completely invited over. Hey, you can just dump my stuff on your couch or let me have the bed, whatever you feel good about. Also, my suitcase is still out in the hall. Your shower's in here, right? You have Moose. Of course you do.
Well, somebody's making herself way too comfortable at not her house.
Angel, and how could you?
How could I what?
Come on, you know I was crazy about her and I was wearing her down too. But no, handsome, brooding vampire guy has to swoop in, all sensitive mouth and overhanging forehead. How about leaving some scraps for the homely-looking fellas who don't turn evil when they get some?
Cordelia stayed over because something's wrong with her place. I was on the sofa.
Oh, that's okay, I suppose.
Yeah, there you are. There's a big guy here to see you. I'll tell him you'll be right up.
Okay, it's great.
Oh, shit.
You know, it's not nice to trick people.
You gonna tell me what's going on?
Oh my gosh, have you ever seen anything so beautiful?
No, never.
It's perfect. Really, it's just...
It's gonna be so
Perfect.
expensive. Okay, but wow, that is a really good apartment.
It's amazing in there. What's wrong with it?
There's nothing wrong with it. The previous tenant just broke their lease last week.
Oh my gosh, I love my apartment. Your guy found the perfect place. I love your guy.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty good day's work for us, I think. I take care of your problem, Angel takes care of mine. All in all, things are pretty sweet.
Yes! I can move right in.
You have to be kidding with me. That apartment was so good. I wanted it. Cordelia, wake up. Why?
What do you think you're doing here? You never should have come.
I guess it's the kind of life that keeps your expectations from getting too high. Seems like you'd understand that.
I do.
Yeah.
I just don't know why that's important to you. This kind of life sort of picked me. You don't have to do it this way. What happened?
Don't worry about it, okay? And things aren't all gloom in Doyle City. I mean, there's bright spots, like Cordelia. I mean, she loves that new place so much, man.
Oh, poor Cordelia. Oh my God. Why doesn't she call Doyle an angel? Like, ma'am, go talk to somebody.
Bright, shiny morning. Nothing bad here.
Oh, what the fuck? That does not look like a kind ghost.
You know what? I get it. You're a ghost. You're dead. Big accomplishment. Move on. You see a light anywhere? Go towards it, okay?
Cactus. The housewarming present.
Hi. Thanks. Look, I'm still getting it just the way I want it. Maybe in a day or two, okay?
Place looks great. You worry too much. I don't know what you had against that chair, though.
Why doesn't she
that's
tell
right. You can't
them?
come in. Wait, what about the rule?
You said when you got a place, I was completely invited over.
What? I didn't
Oh.
even have a place then. These rules are getting all screwed up. Oh my God, don't touch that!
Sweet. Come on.
I am not
Very
giving up this apartment.
unkind ghost.
It's rate control.
Cordy, it says die.
Hey, maybe it's not done yet. Maybe it's diet. That's friendly, a little judgmental, sure. I'm not giving it up. It's perfect and beautiful. It's so me. I need it.
You don't need this. It's just a place. You're more than that.
How? How am I more than that?
We could cleanse it. We could try. Can't we? Put the ghost to rest?
Can we?
We can try. You know, this really is just a place to live.
No. It's more. It's beautiful. And if it goes away, it's like
Like what?
I'm still getting punished.
Punished. For what?
I don't know. For how I was. For everything that I said in high school, just because I could get away with it. And then it all ended and I had to pay. But this apartment, oh, I could be me again. Punishment over. Welcome back to your life. Like I couldn't be that awful if I get to have a place like that. It's just like you.
Working for redemption.
I meant because you used to have that mansion.
Hey, I found something.
I'm here. About time you called. You got something?
Meet me at the apartment and we'll figure out what to do.
Okay.
Sounds a little sketchy.
Cordelia, I'm in the bedroom.
Angel?
You got my call.
Oh shit! Don't do that to Cordelia!
Angel Investigations, we hope you're helpless. No, wait, that's...
It's me. Put Cordelia on.
Well, she's not here. Hang on a sec, there's a message.
Cordelia, are you there? Look, I think we can end this whole thing.
I'm here. About time you called. You got something?
Meet me at the apartment and we'll figure out what to do.
That's not me.
I will leave, please.
Oh, I don't think so. You're worthless. You've never been kind. You've never been smart. You're a user. You're nothing. Everyone would be glad if you were dead.
No!
Oh, come on. If anyone really cared about you, would you be here? People let you end up here because they were happy to see you fail.
No! Oh my god.
She's stronger than us. She knows me.
We can stop her.
No one can stop her.
Because she's made a connection with you, right? She thinks you're someone she blames for her murder. Cordelia, answer me.
I'm taking her set away. She thinks I'm taking her stuff.
That's good. Her son was the one who killed her. All right? You're playing a role in her delusion that gives you power. You're the one who can stop her. Start the binding circles. I'll find the spell. We need Cordelia now. Cordelia! Luce, veritatem lucem, cipiat laura, sum recreatum, reposcant anima, sum regnum. Cordelia, stand in the circle and strike it at center.
I need her to stop
House is in
crying.
contact with you. She's giving you that.
They don't care about you. They want you to fail. They know you're a tarted up little
Loyal
whore.
chant. We gotta get her out of here. This isn't safe now.
Nobody's going anywhere.
Oh, fuck my life. Are you kidding me?
This is my house.
Knives!
Holy shit. No, that's not good.
I'm sorry.
Better be sorry, you stupid little bitch.
I'm a bitch.
Take off the bed sheets. Make a noose. Go on.
Oh.
It'll all be
Oh.
over soon.
I'm not a sniveling, whiny little cry, Buffy. I'm the nastiest girl in Sunnydale history. I take crap from no one.
You're going to
Yes!
make yourself a noose and put it around.
Back off, Polygrip. You think you're bad? All mean and haunty? Picking on poor, pathetic Cordy? Well, get ready to haul your wrinkly, translucent ass out of this place, because, lady, the bitch is back.
Yes! I love her. I love her.
You did it.
Yeah, well, she pissed me off.
Oh, maybe you found her center.
Cordy, what's wrong?
No, what the fuck is that?
Cordelia!
Bitch, I know you want that wall gone, but what is the lady inside of her? It's
Mom, I can't breathe. Please, let me out. Please, Mom.
that's not great parenting.
I promise. Mom, please.
This hurts me more than it hurts you. Goodbye, Dennis.
Karma's a bitch, ain't it?
And my view, it's amazing. Yeah, I have a roommate, but it's cool. I never see him. Hey, Phantom Dennis, put that back.
Ah! He stayed.
All in all, it's working out great. Dennis, when I'm on the phone, that's quiet time. Thanks. Sorry, so where were we?
Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about this episode. I obviously loved it because it was so Cordelia-centric. In case you haven't noticed, I freaking love her. And the one Angel spoiler that I am going to mention, so if you have not finished Angel, please skip ahead, is that, okay, so the ghost, I did remember that Cordy, I remember there was one episode where we talked about Cordy living with a ghost. I didn't think it was this because I didn't recognize her apartments because it felt like a later season storyline, and it didn't feel like it was going to be that ghost, but now I'm sort of thinking that it is, because if Cordy moves somewhere else and there's another ghost, then girl, there's some bad juju. I think this episode was so focused on the past, and I think that's very interesting because we got some backstory. I think it definitely talked about people sort of living in the past in a way, and I think that's something interesting. And I would have guessed that they would have leaned into it and made Angel talk about the past too, just in the sense of Buffy, because we've been seeing that so much. But I think this was the first episode that Angel was not, it didn't feel like he was all up in his like nostalgia over Buffy, and so that's good. It makes me think that like he's growing, he's healing, and he definitely, like, I know that him and Kate were talking about murder, and I swear I was like paying attention to what they were saying, but she gave him a look at this one point, and I was like, very interesting. I will be taking notes. They're becoming a really interesting couple, and I said this before, I didn't know how involved Kate was going to be, but she is being so helpful. She is being quite present, and this makes me so excited, and I really want her to be able to get to a point where she's actually, you know, gonna interact with the other people, because I want to see her become besties with Cordy and Doyle. Like, that's gonna be fun. I think she brings in a sweet side of Angel where he's a little bit flustered, and so I love seeing that. Doyle's backstory in this episode was quite interesting because it seems like he's gotten himself into some shady stuff, and it's interesting because it makes me think that, like, did Doyle have a nice past? Because right now, he is just so funny and so nice. But it makes me think, was he always like this? Because I'm going to take a fair bet and say that no, that he probably changed just like Cordelia. And in regards to the stealing, I feel like it wasn't necessarily because he was a bad person. I have a feeling he stole probably because of need. But at the same time, he definitely feels like he has some skeletons in his closet, like maybe actual skeletons. Like, did he kill some people? I don't know. He could have. And so I think there's definitely a lot for us to explore in Doyle's backstory, and I never thought that we would, but the fact that they're mentioning it and the fact that Angel made it very clear that he has to talk about it at some point makes me think that this is 100% going to be a story that's going to be developed at some point in the show. And so I'm excited for that because I definitely want to know more about Doyle, just because we're so familiar with Angel and Cordy, and I feel like Doyle is definitely the more mysterious of them, and we have seen Cordy and Angel grow, and we haven't gotten to see that much, like, I want to say character progress for Doyle, just because we just met him, we don't really know him, and so I feel like knowing his past and how it shaped him into who he is just going to be a really good way for us to get to know the character. But also talking about Cordy's backstory now, I love these references to season 1 Cordelia and the person who she was and how she is not the same person, and she knows it. Like, that makes me happy because I think Cordy is still the same person that we met in the beginning. You know, I think that the development in her character is not something that made her seem like a different person. I think she's still the same person deep down. And so that scared me because honestly, I thought that maybe she wasn't going to notice that she changed, because Cordy just seems oblivious, and I had not known that she was so aware of the harm that she caused. Granted, if she didn't know she was causing harm, I feel like she wouldn't have noticed that much once she started changing, just because it wouldn't have made that much of a difference, because she was never really harming people in the first place, if that makes sense. And so the fact that this episode showed us that she is aware of everything she's done also shows us that she knows she's made some development in herself and who she is now, and that she is a different person. And so that's exciting because she's a lot more conscious about her character development than I would have expected her to be. Even though we didn't really talk about Angel's backstory, I feel like we were a lot more focused in Doyle and Cordy this episode. He had a very interesting thing that he said that I actually wrote down, which is that he said he's working at a redemption or something like that. If I could read my handwriting, I would know exactly what he said. I like that we got to see how that connects him to Cordelia, because in the beginning of the episode, when Doyle was asking Angel about Cordy, like, please tell me about her, I was like, Angel, sir, you have absolutely nothing to say. You guys met once in like a trash can, and that was it. Like, you guys have not had no other interaction. It made me realize how distant Angel and Cordy actually are. But it makes me so excited for like the friendship that they're gonna create, which is not the point of what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say is that I definitely think that at some point, just like they bonded a little bit in this episode about this whole idea of redemption, they might have some interesting chats. They might have this interesting way of bonding. And I think it showed you that not only is Cordy trying to sort of redeem herself because she understood that she was not a good person, but also that Angel, no matter how long it's been, is still trying to redeem himself for the crimes, I guess, that he committed as Angelus, which is really sad. And I know that I'm like complicit in this, and the fact that, yes, I might have spent like, I don't know, like a season and a half yelling at him because of Jenny, maybe more. When Jenny died, I wanted to blame him. I know it was not him, but I wanted to blame him. And I feel like he feels a similar thing, that like he knows that it's not his fault, but like how can he not blame himself? And so that's just always a really rich thing to talk about, just because there's so much, it brings so much depth to the character, into who he is, and understanding why he's so melancholic and just sort of saddish. I love how at some points in the show, it just sort of lines up with my life, and it makes me relate to things that I'm going through, you know. When it was Kathy about the roommates, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta find a roommate. And then after that episode, I was like, no, maybe I should actually start looking at studios instead of, a 2-bedroom to share with somebody. And then now, Cordy in her 1-bedroom apartment is being haunted by ghosts. So it's like, do I want a Kathy or do I want a ghost? I don't know. Send me your suggestions. What is better, to live with a ghost or to live with a Kathy? Like a demon or a ghost? Definitely some good options that I am currently exploring. I think it's interesting that there wasn't really a case. Like, there was no vision that Doyle had. I think that's just interesting, because it shows that they can get away, like, even though they have a format right now, that doesn't mean that they can't spend a few episodes sort of going away from that format. And this kind of just reminds me of the Buffy format of like Monsters of the Week, because even though most Buffy episodes are sort of Monsters of the Week, they still have a few episodes here and then where it's not really about the Monster of the Week. It's about like the big bad, or they sort of change things up, and it's like a Wish episode. Like, even though they have a format, they're not afraid to break it. And I think that that's what this episode showed for me, because even though it was technically still a case, they were still researching, they still needed Kate's help. It was more than just somebody needing their help. It was about Cordy needing their help. But about the case itself, that is the horrifying story. Like, that's just horrible. Like, the mom killed that's horrible. I thought it was interesting because there were actually a lot of twists within the story itself, and trying to understand what the heck happened and who died and how they died and why they're haunting. And, Cordelia sort of having a gut feeling about it when it comes to the wall. She knew. There was something about her that knew. And for a second there, it seemed like she got possessed, and I was literally about to lose my fucking shit. Every time that they do these small little things, sometimes my mind will blow things out of proportion, and I will freak out for a whole 5 seconds and be like, holy shit, is Cordelia gonna be like possessed for the next few episodes? Like, I swear to God, these writers have put me through so much that I'm like, nothing is impossible. I think it worked really well because we got to see not only that case, but we got to see, more interestingly, how our characters dealt with the case and how different they are from the beginning of the episode. I think Cordy definitely, well, not just in the sense that everything was going really poorly for her in the beginning of the episode, but I think she understood things about herself, and just how strong she is and how she can, get through this rough moment that she's having. And so that's always a really nice payoff. So the name of the next episode is Sense and Sensitivity. I swear to God, it's getting harder and harder to make predictions these days, just because I have no idea where the season is going, and they're just having these cases. And so if I don't have predictions, I'm just not going to give them. I'm not going to bullshit y'all and waste your time. So I will see you all at Sense and Sensitivity. So bye.